Okay, so I just kind of want to rant about this one, okay? Um, Joe Flacco has spent 3 weeks ago, he was sitting on a couch at his mom's house watching football with his wife and children. Joe Flacco, in my opinion, th- I just want to sit here for a minute and say there's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. We have had so many injuries, so many injuries, okay? We have had so many injuries this year that it amazes me that Joe Flacco has not played a snap until the last 6 weeks of the NFL. It amazes me. It absolutely amazes me. And the fact that he now got this chance to play again for the Browns and is doing as good as he's doing. I'm a Panthers fan. He's thrown 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. You know how many Bryce Young has thrown? Fucking zero. Fucking zero. I would take Joe Flacco right now. I would take Joe Flacco right now. But I won't. You want to know why? Because the Browns need him. Can they make a Super Bowl run? Absolutely. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. They have a grade A defense. Their offense is stagnant. Not stagnant, sorry. Stupendous. And, I mean, they lost to. Who did they lose to the week before? I think it was the Rams. I think, in all honesty, I read something this morning too that, the Vikings would be wise to trade for him for $2 million more than what the Browns are paying him right now. I think that's horrible. I think he should stay with the Browns, absolutely. The Vikings have nothing going on right now. They shouldn't have even won that game against the Raiders. I don't even know how they did. Um, but basically, I am just saying right now that I think he could possibly take this team very far into the playoffs if they make the playoffs. And now I have a 2-game lead. I believe they got a 2-game lead, 1-game lead over everyone in that 5-way tie for the last spot, or last 2 spots. And I think the Browns have a really good shot. I really do. Their defense is really, really good. And Joe Flacco, if he stays consistent, can take this team places. Joe Flacco also said that this is his last year probably playing for the NFL. But it just blows my mind that Joe Flacco's out there. Phillip Rivers said he'd come back if he's needed. And you guys are giving people like Tim Boyle and Sean Mannion stit. That's my other thing. The Jets didn't sign Joe Flacco back after all this stuff with Aaron Rodgers. It blows my mind. You could have made it. You could have made it. There's no reason for Aaron Rodgers to play for the Jets anymore for this year. You could have had Joe Flacco and you could have been winning games. I mean, Joe Flacco probably would have got murdered behind that offensive line, but even he was saying he expected them to call him for help, and you didn't. You didn't. And I'm dumbfounded by it. I'm absolutely dumbfounded by it. But I'm rooting for Joe Flacco. I'm rooting for the Browns. I'm rooting for the Lions. I'm rooting for the Jags. Anyone who hasn't made it to a Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl, great. As long as the Lions win a playoff game, I'll be happy because it's been since, 93? Well, what do you guys think? Should Joe Flacco have been given a chance way before this, or are you happy with the situation that he's in now? Do you think the Browns can make a deep playoff run? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys next time.